Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm gonna go over the quarterfinals for the Olympics of basketball, which will be on Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. If you're in the United States, the first game, Slovenia and Germany, will be Monday night, August the 2nd. So keep that in mind, the time difference of location of where you are and where the game's being played. I'm going to show you highlights of each side for each game, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the games. First one we got, first elimination game, we got is Slovenia versus Germany, Spain versus USA, Italy versus France, Australia versus Argentina. These are all win or go home games. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers. Up top here is just location Gematria. Right here is just a reminder to myself that it is Tuesday, August the 3rd in Japan, which is the numbers that we're going to be working with. This will be the 19th game for the Olympics for the basketball. I have one team right here, their name Gematria, their record overall as well as for this year, head to head in the middle. Another team right here. So the first match that we have here is Slovenia versus Germany, and Slovenia has Luka, and they've been kicking butt. I've won a decent amount of money with Slovenia in the last 2 weeks with Luka, especially last night when they were playing Spain. I think they were down like at one point like 10, 15 points. Caught a nice little live bet there, but Luka is doing good with Slovenia. Slovenia's doing good, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on with them. Germany, they have some numbers here. Germany sums to 83 and 38. This is their 38th game. This game is being played in Saitama, Japan. Sums to 83. This date is August the 3rd, 8/3, 3/8. So a lot of numbers for Germany. Their game played, their name, location. Nothing really gives me anything for them to go get their 12th win or their 27th loss. I don't see anything for the 12th win or the 27th loss. Just nothing pops for me for the numbers that we have here on the calendar. And I would like to see Germany go 11-27, only because the next game, actually they won't even have a next game. They'd be eliminated if they lose this game. But the semifinals is on Thursday, August 5th. And Thursday, August 5th is the 27th day of the 11th month on the Hebrew Civil, 27/11. Makes me think of Germany becoming 11-27. However, if they become 11-27, they're not going to be playing a game on this day. So it wouldn't even matter. If they become 12-26, I don't really see anything for them on this day either. 12-26. For Slovenia, same thing. They don't have any numbers to really go off of. I'm kind of just basing this off of them having Luka. Luka's been dominating. This is the 19th Olympic game for this year for basketball. 19 sums to 40. Maybe that's where it comes in for Slovenia to be 4-0 heading into the next round, like 40. And then Germany becomes 11-27 to maybe symbolize that they won't be playing on the 27th of the 11th month for the Hebrew Civil, which would be the semifinals. Maybe that's what it is. But definitely difficult when there's no numbers. I'll probably just roll with Luka. Luka and his team to get it done. Spain versus USA. What's interesting about this game is the word Spain sums to 31 and the word USA sums to 22, One of these teams is going to go 31, 3-1 or 2-2 with the win or a loss. So one of these teams is going to go 3-1. One of these teams is going to go 2-2 for this year with the win and or loss. Spain 31, USA 22. So it can go either way. USA, they also summed to 41, which is the 13th prime number. This is the 13th all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. 13 sums to 99 and 45. And Spain's at 99th game. They can get their 45th loss. USA would become 13-0, like 130. Today being August the 3rd, like 83. 83 sums to 130. It could become 13-0, like 130. For Spain to win this game, it's a tough one. I guess, it could be the 22s. USA has been kind of lackluster. Maybe there's no inspiration for USA. This is the 4th game for the USA. This is the 4th game for Spain. They could sit on 44 losses with the win. Let's look at the next day. 85. Nothing completely jumps out to me on that one. But one thing I would say is this being the 20th game for the Olympics basketball, the number 20 sums to 55, and maybe that's why Spain would get their 55th win if it were to happen. Spain also sums to 23. 23 sums to 55 as well. So if Spain were going to win this game, I would imagine it's probably because it being the 20th game. 20 sums to 55. They get that 55th win. They sit on 44 losses in their 4th game for the year. USA's 4th game for the year. 7 also sums to 20. So again, that could be it. It could be the number 20 being the 20th game. Let's see if there's any number properties here. 407, no number properties. Yeah, so if Spain were going to do the upset, it would be the 20, 55, 44, 4th game, 4th game. They get their 7th loss, 7 sums to 20. We know Kevin Durant, the leader of the squad, wears the number 7. He's been kind of effing up a little bit, not really playing that hard. But I think it looks good for USA, but there's that number 55 and 44 for Spain. Italy and France. Italy and France. I believe whoever wins Italy and France plays Slovenia or Germany. Semifinals. Italy, France, Slovenia, Germany. Yeah, so the winner of this game plays Italy or France. Italy has some off the bat. Italy has some pretty good numbers, but I don't necessarily trust them because France is just on a heater. I mean, they came out beating the USA, and so far they're undefeated. And if France wins this game, they would be 4-0 heading into the next game, which could be against the 4-0 Slovenia, potentially. What's interesting is Slovenia sums to 34, Germany sums to 34, and the next game would be played on a day with 34 date numerology on the Gregorian. And between these two teams, France sums to 34. They come into this game with 34 wins. So it could be France 34 on a 34 date numerology against one of these two teams up here, Germany 34 or Slovenia 34. I think it's probably going to be Slovenia 34. But Italy, let's not ignore Italy here. Italy could get their 57th win It will be a day with 32 date numerology on the Gregorian. They can get their 57th win as they sit on 38 losses. 3883, a day with 32 date numerology. 57 sums to 131, the 32nd prime number. Upset material. Italy sums to 32 as well. They could be 5738. Perfect for the date. 8332. That's upset material right there potentially. It's just because I didn't see a whole lot of numbers for France to get that 35. But Italy, they could get their 39th loss. This will be the 21st game for the Olympics. Basketball, 21 sums to 39. Italy can get that 39th loss. Italy sums to 22. They could become 2-2 this year with the loss, 2-2. The number 22 also sums to 39. They get that 39th. And then also their 16 date numerology on the Gregorian, 16 sums to 39 as well. I think we'll most likely see the undefeated France 4-0, who sums to 34, go up against the undefeated Slovenia 4-0, who also sums to 34 on a day with 34 date numerology for the Gregorian. That's what I'm kind of guessing right now. That's what we'll most likely see potentially. Italy does have some upset numbers though. To top it all off, 95. It's their 95th game. 95 sums to 57. So there's plenty of reason for Italy to get that 57th win, sitting on that 38. But I think it's going to be a little bit more sneaky than that. I think it's going to be the 39. And the 2-2, the 22. 39 and 35 are identical. France can get their 35th win as Italy gets their 39th loss. They're identical in all four base ciphers. 39, 35. Identical in all four base ciphers. They both sum to 56. And Italy would be sitting on 56 wins as they get their 39th loss. France gets their 35th win. That's what I'm kind of looking at for right now. And then Australia versus Argentina. So the winner of this game is going to be playing USA or Spain, depending on the winner of this game. I think it'll be USA most likely. And one thing that I'm going to note is Australia sums to 141. And if they win this game and go on to play the next round, they could potentially play against USA, who would be coming in with 141 wins. At 141, Australia 141. If Australia wins, they would be 4-0, like 40. Australia 141, they would become 4-0, like 40. And then they could potentially play USA, which sums to 40, who comes into the game with 141 wins. And of course, you see USA sums to 41, which is probably what Australia's fate would be, 4-1, if they do go on to face them. Australia, they can get their 56th win. This is their fourth game. This is Argentina's fourth game. Argentina sums to 44. 56 sums to 44. Australia can get their 56th win. Fourth game against Argentina, 44. Australia would sit on 53 losses, the 16th prime number. 16 date numerology on the Gregorian. If they go into the next round, it will be played on a day with 54 date numerology, which is where they could probably get their 54th loss as they become 4-1 against USA. USA sums to 40 and 41. Australia, they could even the score against Argentina, become 1-1 head-to-head against Argentina all time, like an 11. Argentina sums to 89. 89 is the 11th Fibonacci number. It's also the 24th prime number, and Argentina would get their 24th loss to go with. And then they could sit on 33 wins, 16 date numerology on the Gregorian. 16 sums to 33. is what I am potentially looking at. Upset narrative for Argentina to win this game would be them getting their 34th win, knowing that the next game would be played on a day with 34 date numerology. The same thing can go for Australia. The next game is going to be played on 54 date numerology. They could get their 54th loss on that day. But one more thing, though, for Argentina that could favor Argentina is that this is the second all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. This is the 22nd game for the Olympics this year. Argentina could advance 2-2, like 22, with the win. So keep that in mind. It is there. But that's what I have for right now. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insights for the games. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks. Hopefully you win all your picks. And then I'll see you in the next video for the semifinals and then the final.